We have some exciting news to announce for music fans. Days before the Grammy Awards on CBS, Newark, New Jersey will soon become the 4th city in America to house a Grammy museum. It will be the first of its kind on the East Coast. So here to share more about this Grammy Museum is Grammy Museum Executive Director Bob Santelli and Scott O'Neill, CEO of Newark's Prudential Center, where the museum will be located. Thank you so much for joining us. So, a Grammy Center, I mean, people are familiar with the Grammys and what the show is all about, and there are Grammy Centers other places. Why Newark?
Well, Newark has this great reputation as a music town, you know, from its jazz and blues and rock. It's a great place. It's very close to New York City, and we think there's a whole lot of talent there that we hope to mine through our education programs.
All right, and you know what it's also close to, at least compared to the other ones, it's close to Philadelphia, and I live in Philadelphia, and that's also a gold mine when it comes to music and Grammy Award winners, Patti LaBelle, Pink, the list could go on and on. You know, I got to rep Philly a little bit, right? So, but what's going to be, tell me about this center then. What happens inside those walls?
Well, there's lots of exhibits, some of which are very traditional exhibits where you'll see guitars and outfits and Grammy awards, but a lot of them also deal with technology and interactivity. So someone like yourself or your daughter might be able to come into the museum and you explore the creative process behind the making of great music or Grammy music.
Right.
And there might be touring exhibits. You might see a Michael Jackson exhibit or a Bruce Springsteen for those of us in New Jersey. A John Bon Jovi, a Prince exhibit would be touring, so you have some different things. So you don't just come back once, you can come back multiple times.
That's right.
Right. And so what is the hope? When people go and walk away, what do you hope they're leaving with?
Well, listen, having partners like Prudential and the Grammys it's inspiring, okay, and humbling. But I can tell you the reason we're in the game, you know, is because we think that the private sector has to do a little bit more to teach music. And if we have an opportunity with the kids in Newark schools to get them some music education by coming through this Grammy Museum, we'll make the world a little bit better, expose the kids to something they may not otherwise touch, and make hopefully our next great musician.
Yeah, I think you know the school system in Newark is suffering in a way that many school systems are suffering from. There's budget cuts, and they have to figure out what they have to sort of give up, and often music is something that they have to cut out of the curriculum.
And we have an opportunity, the private sector, and that's why when you partner with Bob Santelli, the Grammy Foundation, like they get it. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we say just Newark, but it's not just Newark. I mean, we're hoping to reach all kids across New Jersey, the whole tri-state area. I mean, the hope is to give kids, and big kids like us, opportunities to understand music better, to form a deeper bond with music, and then for kids, if they're talented, to be able to show them the opportunities by which they can expose that talent and nurture that talent.
The East Coast home of the Grammys at the Prudential Center in Newark is a pretty good headline.
I think it's about time you had one on the East Coast, right? There's so much talent coming out of here. And I said to you guys, I had the pleasure of covering the Grammys a couple of times. And what really struck me on the red carpet was not the celebrities and what they were wearing. It was the fact that here are a bunch of people that dedicated their life to this art. They poured all their love, made sacrifices. And so when you see a multimillionaire up there getting a Grammy, that's what's in that sort of statue for them. It's not about the millions. It's about the love of the art, right?
Right.
One of the best things in this exhibit in the museum, I think, is we have a section in which you get to see some of the most touching and poignant acceptance speeches where you know that when they accept that Grammy Award, their lives have just changed. You know, they are now Grammy Award winners, and the Grammy Award really symbolizes the apex of artistic excellence. Your peers vote on that, and so it's a very, very important and prestigious award.
Yeah, definitely. So we should remind people that the other locations are Los Angeles, Mississippi, and Tennessee, if you live in that area or if you're traveling to any of these areas. And when will this experience open up in Newark?
In the fall. This coming fall. We're working hard on it as we speak.
Very good. Just in time for school?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Bob Santelli and Scott O'Neill, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thanks.